What is going on, people? Welcome to the most recent edition of the Tap Out. Glad you folks joined us today. I hope plenty of you are here. We'll see. Get some more people in the room. But we have quite the show for you today. Because y'all know what time it is. It's time. UFC 300 is here. Probably going to be one of the biggest events they've ever thrown, or at least they hope so. And we're going to cover all of it. And maybe even talk about some stuff that we haven't been here about for a while, but we'll see what happens. But I say we, because it ain't just me. Let me bring on my team, starting with the man, with the plan, the neat podcaster, as he calls himself, Mr. Jake.
What is going on? Getting the shares out so we have a couple other UFC people up in the room.
Yeah. Good job.
Nothing too crazy, just a regular Friday night talking shop with the boys about one of the sports we love the most.
Yep. And let's bring in the third member, Mr. Kick Your Ass, Mr. Wu-Tang Tran. What's good, Mike?
Konnichiwa, virgin.
Konnichiwa.
Adding the virgins part in there. Grade A. I love it.
What's good, Phil? It's been a long time. I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be doing this.
It is.
Yes,
when you actually set a plan and it all comes together, it makes you happy, because we've been planning to make sure that we made a comeback. We've been planning to make sure we had a UFC 300 show no matter what. And the fact that this all came together the correct way, I'm happy about it. And I actually got sleep. We're good.
Look at
I'm
you
awake and
sleeping
happy.
like a human.
Exactly.
Imagine that. This fucking card is so stacked. Jesus.
It is.
But it's kind of disrespectful too, man. You got some people on the prelims that I believe should not be on the prelims.
Like they should be in main events, or
Yeah, like Yuri Prohaska.
Yeah.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that, because we were talking about that in the other chat room earlier today, or yesterday. It was yesterday. And when you have a monumental card like this, you have, this is the 300th pay-per-view, all that stuff. Well, technically it's what number would this be? 299. This is technically 299, because don't forget, we had COVID and they canceled one pay-per-view. But still, this is the correct number, right? You're going to have a stacked card. There's going to be some people that get slided. And there's going to be one fight that we talk about that I think should have been the fight to start the night instead of Cody and Figueiredo.
Oh, yeah, Figueiredo.
But we will get to that when we get to that. But I only have one bit of news to bring to the table, and
what's that? Oh yeah,
it's nothing to really talk about. It's just paying my respects to the great sumo Akibono, dying at age, I believe it was 54, 56 of heart failure. Coming with that sumo life, you got to be big, you got to be strong, you got to keep the calories up, and a lot of them meet their fate to heart failure or anything kind of in that ballpark, diabetes and all their stuff like that, because they got to stay so big and keep a hearty diet to be that big to be able to compete. Sumo is not something we normally ever really cover on this show, but it's still fun whenever we get to add something else new, a new flavor to the pot.
Normally, like not once.
Yeah, same. So yeah, we never
do.
This is the one time. The only reason that he's being brought up is because he probably is the go to sumo wrestling. His record's outstanding. He had like 400 total wins. He's he's unbelievable. And
he's a true one of eight. No, yeah, that's what's up though. To be great at anything like that takes dedication. Imagine though, geez, like that's a different type of dedication. That's you're altering your body in such a negative way just to compete in a sport.
Yes, he's definitely needy. Again, I probably wouldn't know a damn thing about. Oh man, I just wrecked the damn thing for YouTube. Yeah, I wouldn't know much about it if it wasn't for professional wrestling, because Akibono made a move over to WWE to go against the Big Show at WrestleMania 21. I went back and watched that match earlier today, though, just to get a little pre-hype for it. But yeah, no, Akibono was one of a kind. My bad, I messed up on his wins. His record for his all-time record in sumo is 654 wins, 232 losses, and 181 draws. I'm assuming is what the third one needs to be. He's won 11 championships. Makauchi, I believe, is what they're called, and he's got a ton of special prizes. He debuted in 1988, retired in 2001, and obviously did one-off appearances, made some stuff in professional wrestling. Tuke, a matter of fact, he knows who Mr. Akibono is from WrestleMania 21. So, yeah, just pay him my respects. He did a lot of stuff in Japan.
Show up here. Who's this? Hey!
I'm pretty sure Akibano had an MMA fight too.
Did he really?
I believe he did. I think he got his ass kicked too.
I think it was like one fight though.
Oh wait, wasn't it against? No, I don't remember.
I think it was against Hoist Gracie.
Oh,
it was like one of those like freak show fights.
Yeah, that's it was against Gracie. You're right. Yeah. That person that said hey is Damien. There he is. There we go. He was one of the guys that was going to be on the show with us if he could end up making it, but he couldn't. But he said he'd be in the chat room for us.
Well, that's what's up. Welcome. Thank you for joining us, Damien.
Yes.
Yeah, so you want to pull this card up and get going?
If no one else has news, absolutely. Let's rock into the card.
Time to do it.
Oh, wait, hey, other news. UFC bonuses are getting bumped up this week.
Are they? Wow.
I saw that.
Dana agreed. They said we should raise the fight bonuses for this fight card, and Dana was like, what should we raise it to? Someone said 100, and then someone said, nah, this is 300. Bump it to 300. And he was like, done.
Yeah, I think it was a fan that brought it up. He was like, a fan was like pressing him about it at the conference.
Yeah.
Who knew that's all it took?
Unbelievable, right?
So he was he was just like, yeah, screw it. I don't feel like arguing with these people.
Pretty much. And then something about Mark Coleman, too. Mark Coleman's going to have something to do with the card.
Oh, yeah, he's doing the BMF belt. He's putting the belt on.
Oh, is he? That's neat.
Yeah.
I like that. So real quick, before I get this started off, there are 3 fights on this card specifically that seem to be fighters that are going to their natural weight class, at least in my opinion, and this is one of them. But this is also a fight that I think is very smart for them to start the card off with, even though I do think a later fight that I'm going to name when we get to it should have been the fight to start off the whole card. Will's going to disagree, or at least tell me why I'm wrong about it, but we'll get to it. We'll get to it. But this is one of the fights that I was talking about, a fighter moving to the regular weight classes. I think Devson Figueiredo is a natural 135er, and I think a former champion in Cody Garbrandt is a perfect – Lewis, I understand. I'm with you. I think Cody should only be in main events too. But the problem is you need to get butts and seats to start off this card, and what a fight to start it off with to get butts and seats for the very first card. This place is going to be packed from start to finish. So it was a financial type of move to be able to have the card started off with such a heater. You got Cody Garbrandt, who just likes to throw and swing. He's a former champion, major boxer. He's got a great wrestling background going against Devson Figueiredo, who is everything you want in a champion. He was just in a bad division. Now he's going to a division that's more his weight class. He is currently the favorite by, 180 to plus 150. I think that this is going to be a barn-burning fight. I think they stand, and the only reason I see this fight going to the ground is if Figgy decides that he doesn't want to get hit anymore. But we'll do are we doing predictions along with the card?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Cody's one of the guys that I never pick against because he's my favorite fighter in the whole conference. But Will's told me in the past that I need to be more would you say objective? I'm more objective here, and I think I'm going to give an honest pick for people that do bets. If I'm a betting man, I am taking Figueiredo. This is his regular weight class. Cody's dropped down to flyweight before and gone against flyweights. This might be in his weight class, but I think Figgy still keeps the same speed, and I think if it gets too dirty, I think he takes him to the ground and finishes him. So, yeah, I'm taking Figgy in this fight. Even though I really want to take Cody with a knockout, but I just don't see it happening.
Figgy different, man.
Garbrandt not ranked?
He is not ranked because of I believe it was shut up, Will. I believe it was not ineligibility, but like he got bumped down for inactivity.
Inactivity, okay, got you. Yeah, I think I might have to go with Figueiredo as well, man. So I think this fight might be a lot closer than people realize, though. But
this is great. This is hilarious. It's the first of the early prelim. It's the first early prelim. Not even That's wild.
Yep.
I got Figueroa. Figueroa.
By what method?
There ain't no way this goes to decision.
Yeah, he's gonna tap him probably.
Yeah, I see this ending in a TKO.
I can see that. Next up,
We got Bobby King Green versus Jim fucking Miller. Buff better do that. I want him to get announced like that. Jim Miller's been calling for it. I want it.
And he's been on all the milestone cards, 100, 200, now 300.
Yeah, he's gonna be too old for 400 when it rolls around. But man, that'd be neat. But
allegedly.
yeah, no. Bobby Green's currently the favorite. Someone else picked first this time.
I'm going with Green.
Yeah, Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby's a little bit too much of a hard ass. I like Jim Miller, but I think his age is going to catch up to him on this fight, and I think Bobby's going to piece him up.
Indeed. G League of fights.
Am I missing some good comments here?
I got it. I'll pull him up. Bobby Green by KO or Miller by submission.
Is that still Damien? Because his name came up a minute ago.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
If he backed out of the link and went back in, then his name stops appearing. It's ridiculous.
Let me find out who we got going on. Oh, you shared it on the.
Indeed, I did.
Oh, I'm acting like a freaking. Oh, it's Kwan.
Oh, what up, Quad?
What's good, Kwan? Welcome to the Tap Out. I know you missed us and we missed you.
We back.
All right. So what do we got next? Ooh,
Next
we got a
up,
fun one.
The next fight here will be Andrade versus Rodriguez.
The first of 3 women's fights. There's one women's fight on each stack. One early prelim, one main card, and the main card went badass. Marina Rodriguez, good up and comer. What did the last fight look like? I think she lost. He just hates women. He just got done. She just got. I said he. I apologize. She just beat Michelle Watterson by TKO, who's over the hill at this point. Jessica Andrade is coming off a TKO win over Mackenzie Dern. So they both are coming off of. They were on losing streaks. Marina Rodriguez, before she won, lost 2 straight. Jessica Andrade, before beating Mackenzie Dern, was on a 3-loss streak. But her losses are more reason behind it, because she lost to Erin Blanchfield, who was hot at the time, someone challenging for the title in the same division in Yan Xiaonan, and she lost to Tatiana Suarez, who has a title fight coming very soon anyway. So she's just had a rough streak of going against people. She still kept the higher rank, but Marina Rodriguez could very well jump her rank if she can end up taking this.
I kind of see Andrade as like another one of those like division blocker, like
gatekeeper. Yeah, I was gonna say that gatekeeper. She's another gatekeeper.
not just like a gatekeeper, but like she can definitely like put it into like a hype train if need be. Like,
yeah, this could 100% go decision too, because both of these girls both go to decision a lot. Marina Rodriguez has 9 wins by decision, but also has 7 by KO. So we'll see. I got
Andrade.
You got Andrade?
Yeah, I'm about to go to Andrade. I say Andrade for TKO.
Yeah, same.
I think I'm gonna be different and go Marina, just because of the. I know Will's gonna just absolutely want to punch me for this, but for height difference.
You love the height.
It makes a difference, bro. That reach. It's more of a reach thing for me. Height means reach to me. Okay,
yeah. Break. But you gotta know how to use it. Some guys are taught for nothing.
Fair enough. Oh, you mean like Stefan Struve?
Sure. So who y'all got? Both Andrade? Everybody Andrade?
I went Marina.
Oh, you went Marina? Somebody write these down.
Oh, yeah. Are you writing them down, Will?
Nope. Somebody not me is what I was going for.
Hold on. I got a notepad. Give me that notepad. Come here. All right. This is why I like sitting at the kitchen table, because there's always the utensils to write with, and there's always paper out of nowhere.
Man's having supply problems.
No,
Marina is too scary. That couple with Andre's power, she's gonna be on skates. Yeah, I can see that.
Oh my God, there's two pieces of here. Oh my God. All right. Anyway, let's see. In Mike. Okay, so we all went Figgy.
Figgy green.
We all went Figgy and green.
Yep.
Yeah.
Green. And then you guys went Andrade. And I went Marina.
Bam, bam. Next up, Jalen Turner. Okay, I guess this one. Why would this one be after the Figueiredo fight?
This one's insane. Actually, this is actually going to be a fun match. Hinata Moicano is insane, and Jalen Turner is absolutely ferocious for this weight class. I can't wait. Jalen Turner always has good fights. I've never seen him have a bad fight, and he's going against an absolute killer.
He's got the reach, though, and the height that you love.
I know. That's why I'm taking Jalen Turner. But
Moicano
is unbelievable. I cannot wait for that fight. What'd you do, Mike?
Great.
Oh, I'm doing Jalen Turner too.
Same, me too.
Jalen P. Diddy Turner. I'm joking.
Woof. How'd that happen? Was there like rumors?
No. I was just joking.
That wraps up the early prelim.
I just wanted to name drop Diddy.
Unfortunate.
No Diddy. So here's one of my discretions I have here is this next fight, because this did the early prelim. The very next fight starts off the regular preliminary card. Don't get me wrong. I like Diego Lopez. I think he's an up-and-comer. I think he's going to absolutely destroy Sadiq Youssef, because Sadiq Youssef has been nothing but a disappointment ever since I saw him do one good fight. I have Lopez taking this fight, no problem. But this is also a fight that I think should have been in the early prelim.
Yeah, like the Figueiredo or the Turner fight could have been here instead of this one.
100%. I think I would have taken the Turner fight over that. I'm probably one of the few within the group that actually thinks Figueiredo and Garbrandt starting off the card is a good idea, but I'll take it.
Man said the Brazilian Mexican.
The Brazilian.
I didn't even see that. The freaking Mike, you had a line. That's a great comment.
Suck dick, Yusuf.
Aggressive.
Yeah. All right. Well, sorry. Who'd you take, Mike?
I'm going with Lopez as well.
Lopez.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Yusuf.
Yusuf? Okay.
For the upset.
The upset.
All right. Next, we have a very anticipated fight. Mike's the one that turned me on to Kayla Harrison. She has a very colorful Olympic career, and she is from right around the corner, as a matter of fact, here in Ohio. But she's also a two-time Olympic medalist as well, I believe I heard. She's coming over with a high expectation. I think they're giving her a great fighter to go against. I also am making a prediction that I think Holly Holmes is going to retire after this fight.
I can see that.
I believe she's 41 years old. She's had a hell of a career. She's the one that gave Ronda her first loss. She's a badass of a fighter. She's a great boxer. Even the head kicks are unbelievable. But I think that this is a clash of two styles. You have the stand-up going against the wrestler, because I think Kayla's going to try to wrestle her if the standing's not going that well. And from what I saw in Kayla's last fight, which I believe it was the PFL event, right, Mike?
Yeah.
She did not look that strong going against Aspen Ladd, of all people.
Yeah. But here's the thing, though. I'm actually shocked that, that she's even going to make weight. I didn't know that she fought at 155 over there.
Oh, no shit. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
That's wild. Yeah, she looked very caved in and skinny at that What did I tell you I was watching, Will? It's slipping my mind. Ceremonial weigh-in.
Yeah.
She looked very sickly. I could not believe she made that drop to 135, but she did it. She was at 136, though, but she still made the weight that you're allowed to fight at.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with that. If that's Kawan, I 100% agree.
I think, I think Holly Holmes knows how to stay on her feet.
Yeah, Ronda's a lot smaller and definitely not as strong as Holly Holm was. Ronda is not that strong compared to Kayla Harrison. I think Kayla.
No,
Harrison
I understand that, but I still think Holly will manage to stay upright.
And again, this is also a time. I agree with you, Will. I do think she can stay up, but I don't know if the age is going to weigh on her because she is 41 years old.
That is fair. She's getting up there.
So she could have a hard time, but she still looked in great shape. She still looked like she was ready to fight. It's
at 41. I'm impressed she's even having this fight.
Yes, that's why I'm thinking. Just the way she was acting at the weigh-in, she looked like she's ready to put the gloves in. So we'll see. I am looking forward to this fight myself. Mike, I want you to make the first guess.
Oof. Honestly, I'm gonna go Holmes. I want her to like retire with a win.
Is that a subjective pick, Will?
I'm going with female Wonder Boy.
Female Wonder Boy. All right, that's a pick for Harrison.
No, that's Holly Holm.
Thank you. Yeah, you know, I really want to take Kayla Harrison because this seems like the safe pick, but at the same time, big stage, very first pay-per-view, their very first fights on a pay-per-view, and at this pay-per-view of all things. I think Holly Holmes really wants to drive the force in this. I think she's going to catch Kayla off guard, and if she gets clipped early, I think it's over. But I think Kayla weathers the storm. I'm going to take Harrison.
Makes sense. Holly's food.
But my thing is, it's like, okay, how the weight cut's going to affect her performance? You know what I mean?
If she's able to,
that's what I'm taking into account. Like,
yeah, if she's able to hydrate and go back in there at somewhat of a normal weight, like say around a 145, I think she'll be fine. But it depends on literally how the next 24 hours goes, because she's going to be fighting probably close to around this time come tomorrow, honestly. Yeah. So she has 24 hours to hydrate and get completely ready back for the fight. I mean, even in this pre-fight picture, she still looks a little on the, you know, I don't want to say sick side because I know weight cuts are terrible. I watched Steven do a weight cut 2 different times while we worked at DHL together. It does not look fun whatsoever. So, I mean, you're right. The weight cut could cause a big problem here, but if she gets used to this weight, she could only feel the effects from this fight, which is all we're worried about. But I think in the future she'll be fine now that she knows what comes with this weight cut.
Yeah.
But your guys' pick is extremely safe. I think your guys have a really good shot at getting this pick right, just because Holly's seasoned. She's a veteran. She knows what she's doing. She's not some slouch. This is a great first fight for Kayla Harrison to see what she's made of. So I think we're in for a good fight. Shit, I would almost see this being a draw. I'm not even going to lie. But we'll see how it goes. I'm going to just go ahead and take Kayla for the hometown pick and see how it goes. I think it's going to be a fun fight, though.
Yeah, I think Kayla's going to come out strong. I think what's going to happen is going to go into a later fight. I think the team's going to set in, and I think that's when the Holly's going to pounce on her.
Agreed.
Fair enough.
You tell him, Jake. Lewis is a fool. All right, next up.
Only fight Lewis is looking forward to.
Yeah, because he loves Sterling. It's weird.
Okay, now this again, let me make sure I'm not stupid here. Yes, I'm 100% right. Okay. This is another fight of the 3 fights that I said you're going to see fighters at their natural weight classes. I think moving to featherweight is very smart for Aljamain Sterling. The only problem is he's used to being the taller fighter in every fight that he's in, and he is not going to be that way in featherweight.
At 5'7", really?
Yeah, no, he was taller than almost every other bantamweight he was fighting. No shit. The only one that was taller than him was Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley, I believe, is 5'10" or 5'11". He was the only guy that he's fought in his last 4 fights that was taller than him.
Goat. Man went to sleep.
Yeah.
Man went to sleep.
I mean, what's his name? TJ Dillashaw. TJ Dillashaw was only 5'6".
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think this is a guy that's at his natural weight class now. I think he keeps his speed from bantamweight going up here. I think this is one of those barn burner fights. I'm not going to say Aljo's going to win because I don't think he is. I'm taking Calvin Kattar in this. But if Sterling can get him to the ground and make him work on the ground, Sterling might be strong enough to be able to keep him down and submit him. But I'm taking Calvin in this.
I'm 5'8", you weirdo.
I'm going with Sterling. I just think he has the grappling advantage.
Yeah.
Are you going to go with Are you going to go with Kattar just to spite Lewis?
Oh, for sure. But also, I just don't think Sterling. I think is overrated.
Which is fair. I completely agree with you. He's been that way ever since Jan need him and he quit and to get the belt.
He's still on that dude.
Yeah, because he was losing that fight easily.
No, he was done.
Look, I just feel like I'm not the biggest Sterling fan, but I just think he did exactly what he was supposed to do. He rematched the man. He defended that belt.
He pulled a Batman. He got prep time, and then he did better. Like,
and he hugged him that whole fight too.
Yeah. Well, what else is he supposed to do in that situation? I mean,
who knows?
He put in.
Who cares, Lewis?
What do you say?
Wait, what do you say?
Remember, I've only missed 2 picks in the last 3 or 4 UFC events.
This guy. All right. Next fight. I'm about to get a lot of shit and I don't even care. Next fight is the fight that it's in my top 5 I'm looking forward to on this entire card.
Lewis, go ahead, parlay. You gotta get a whole bag or get like if you're that accurate, then do a whole parlay.
I like that. Do that. I am 100% looking forward to this fight. I've been calling for this fight for like 2 years.
Really? You've been calling for a boring guy to fight?
Shut up. No, because at the time I didn't think he was boring, and now I do. But that's not the point.
Ridiculous.
I'm still excited for a fight that I've been wanting to see for 2 years. These two guys are literally identical in almost everything except for the record. And
skill.
Yeah, Rakic is a lot better. The only reason he didn't get a title shot before Yuri did is because, one, popularity, because Rakic gets booed a lot, and Rakic also got injured and blew his knee out twice. So I think he's the better fighter still, and I think he wins this by TKO.
I got Yuri TKO.
I got Yuri as well.
You guys are crazy. I want $5 from each of you if I'm right. I like it. But yeah, no, they're both coming off of losses. Yuri's last fight and loss was it? No, it was to Pereira, right?
Yeah, it's Pereira.
Pereira.
It was bullshit call. Bullshit call.
Yeah, and I agree with that 100%, by the way. Rakic's last fight was against Jan Blachowicz, where he blew his knee out. That's where that was a loss. I think they got 2 rounds into it, and I think he was doing all right in the fight, but it was obviously just stand up, watch for the hands of Blachowicz, and he got his knee blown out. It was it was awful. But I'm glad he's back. I'm glad he's healthy, and I think they're putting him up against literally the perfect opponent. This is a title eliminator. Whoever wins gets a fight for the belt next between Hill and Alex Pereira. And I really personally, because I'm trying to be objective here, I really hope it's Rakic. But this fight could easily go to a draw as well, because these two guys are going to go each other's throats, and they both aren't going to want to go down. But it's in my top 5. There's 15 fights, people. I mean, it's hard to pick 5 fights that you want to see. Well, hold on. Yeah, there's Is there only 4 on each of these? My bad. There are 12 fights on this entire card. And it's hard to pick 5 fights that you want to see, because you want to see all these fights. Ones you're looking forward to, completely different. But this is one that I cannot wait for. And it was also drunk and impulsive that I called Yuri boring. I just don't like watching him fight. I'm not that entertained by him. That's just my take. I'm sorry. You guys can hate it.
So Rakic, who did he last fought? Who was his last fight?
He fought. When did he fight last? He fought in May 2022, and he lost to Blachowicz because he blew his knee out.
Okay, yeah, Yuri's beating his ass.
But before that, he is 4-2. My bad. Hold on. Let's make this look a little better. 5-2, 6-2 in the last 8 fights. He's lost to Volkan Ozdemir and Jan Blachowicz because of that injury. He's beaten Thiago Santos, Anthony Smith, Jimmy Manoa, And other than that, that's when he was making his upcoming through the UFC undercard. So
oh yeah, I'm definitely taking Yuri. I'm taking Yuri for sure. Yuri.
TKO Yuri.
I think you guys are crazy, but we're gonna go with it anyway. But this is a title eliminator. Whoever ends up winning is gonna get a title fight. It's gonna be awesome. But that wraps up. That is the featured prelim fight. We're moving on to the main event next.
Main event.
And this right here,
first?
I'm gonna, Oh yeah, donuts. Give me the donuts. I want a donut.
Let's go. We gotta find it first. There it is. Be right back. Don't go nowhere.
Little J's Donuts and more. Located in Harahan at 1301 Hickory Avenue. Come in for donuts, savory breakfast, king cakes, and more. Check us out on Facebook at Little J's Donuts or on our website, littlejaysdonuts.org.
Buy a damn donut.
Lewis, you're a whole damn hater. Get out.
He is. Always.
What was he hating on this time?
Look at the very last comment he posted.
Fight.
Okay. Now, wait, maybe he was talking about this one. My bad.
He was.
Okay. This fight.
He hates. He thinks this is a. I mean, he is. He's a easy win, but
this pisses me off. This fight had absolutely zero reason being on the main event. I would be fine if this was the featured prelim. Would have been cool. But I said that this should have been the fight to start off the whole card. This should have been the very first early prelim because, like Will said, what did you say Bo Nickel was, Will?
a rising star, budding star.
He is a highlight. He is a hyped up fighter that everybody wants to see fight. Why would you not make this the first fight of the night? Because Cody Bundage is a nobody. I've never heard of that guy. And people want to see Bo Nickel fight. He would put ass in seats right at the beginning of the card, and that would have been fine.
Yeah,
why put this?
He's a budding star, but no one's big enough to put he's not big enough to put seats in for the early card. So
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we won't ever find out. But Cody Bundage is nobody. This dude's about to get main event money because he's going against a guy that's going to whoop his ass in the first 90 seconds. Yeah, this is ridiculous. This is horrible, and I hate it. But I'm excited for the fight. That's not one I'm looking forward to, like I am with Rakic and the Garbrandt fight. But people are paying $80 for this pay-per-view, and you're gonna have this one as one of your fights that we just have to buy this to watch this. Trash.
You know, like I remember I don't know if they still do it, but like I remember the UFC, they used to like the extend the timeout, they will replay one of the prelim fights on the pay-per-view.
Huh.
So why can't they do that anymore? You know what
I mean, that's even more of a thief job if you're making people pay for a fight that you just gave away free.
Right.
To slap in the face.
I wish I got to go back and watch that fight, Damian. That Jimmy versus Rakic fight was probably
Tell him, Lewis. Tell him.
What'd Lewis say now?
Trash ass fight.
Trash ass fight, yeah. We all agree.
A one championship prelim fight. Wow. A Bellator fight? Get out. If he ever gets back up, I
told you, he's a diabolical hater. He's good.
If he ever gets back on the show again, he's the certified hater.
He is.
The most diabolical hater this side of Mississippi.
He was welcome. Hey, Lewis, you got the link. You should just hop on, bro.
Yeah, just hop on. You're already sitting in the comments.
Hop on and give us some boxing news segment.
Yeah, because the way this is going, it looks like we're only going to have about a 50-minute show. But this is the biggest this is the biggest pay-per-view of the year. We're going to give you an hour's worth of our time. Trust me, people. Just give us a minute. We'll get going. I think that I'd be absolutely stupid if I didn't take Bo Nickel. So I'm taking Bo Nickel.
I'm working out. What a dweeb.
Working out? Never mind.
Man said he's working out. He's doing Kegels.
Will, do you not want people seeing you drink your beer? I just noticed your face wasn't here.
I mean, I guess it doesn't fucking matter now. Like, Jesus Christ, kid. Nah, I'm not gonna give this beer a commercial.
Fair enough. I like your thought process. I didn't say what brand it was, at least. You could always
Yeah,
put a
but
piece of duct tape over it.
No, you did. Yeah, yeah. Because I had time to go fucking find duct tape and do that. Yeah, no.
Should have put it in a sippy cup.
There you go. Man, I had a joke.
What
And
up, Peanuts?
I've been missing my chance to freaking say jokes all fucking week. I hate it.
You know what? Just to piss off the masses, I'm going with Cody Brundage.
My guy.
Peanuts must have got to the Kegel line. He's dying. That's great.
Who you got, Will?
Yeah, Bo.
B.O. All right, who we got next? We got Charlie Olives and Armin Sarukian. And boy, can I just say this real quick? The booze that this guy is getting is unbelievable. They absolutely hate Sarukian. And where the fuck are they fighting? Las Vegas? They're in Paradise, Nevada, the T-Mobile Center. The crowd hates this guy. They are completely booing the shit out of him. I don't know if it's because they love Charles so much or if they just absolutely hate Sarukian.
Probably a little bit of both.
I don't even. Where's he from? He's from the same place that Marab's from.
Marab and what's the other dude? Another Georgian dude.
Racism.
If I'm being honest, he has fought nobody.
The hate.
He beat Beneil Dariush, but is that supposed to be a big thing? You beat a gatekeeper. Congrats.
Whoa, that sounded. Whew. All right, yeah. Gatekeeper. Yes.
What do you think I said? Say it in the chat. I want to know what you thought.
Moving forward.
All right, I'm gonna go with Oliveira by submission.
Yeah.
Ooh, get out! He beat Oliver Aubin Mercier, Canadian, by the way. But that was a while ago. That doesn't matter now. I'm going Charlie Olives on this. I know Damien, if he's still in the chat, he's taking Charlie Olives.
Yeah, I say Oliveira might take one hard shot, you know, and he'll eat it like a champ, come back and tap out Sarukian.
All right, so I am going to say this because it's a very well-known fact because we've all watched Charlie Olives fight, right? He always gets knocked down at least once a fight. He's going to take one hard shot, act like he's out. He did it against Michael Chandler. He did it against Dan Hooker. He did it against Islam, except he didn't win that one. But he always gets knocked down once. He takes shots, but he takes them like a champ, like Mike said. He's going to be fine. I think he's going to humble this kid because he's an up-and-comer, but everyone hates him. I think he's going to humble him, maybe turn some people against, like, oh, man, look how bad he got knocked out. He's going to come back stronger than ever, but I do think Olives is working towards getting a title shot, so yeah. I like it.
So winner of this getting a title, right? Against Makhachev.
Will, do you have the rankings by chance for these two?
I could probably pull that up.
Because Makhachev doesn't have a fight lineup, does he?
No.
He's so Charles is number 1 in the lightweight division. And your boy here is 4th in the lightweight division.
Oh, yeah, this has got to be a title eliminator. 100%. So, yeah, whoever wins this, I would almost guarantee gets the title fight next. But, yeah, we all got Charlie Olives in this. Hell, yeah. Next, we have – oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was saying, though I wouldn't mind seeing a fresh face fighting for a title either. So, but
especially in that lightweight division.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go with Oliveira for sure.
Same.
It's the safe pick. Next, we have the famous, infamous BMF belt, and this is the third fight that I think that someone's actually fighting at their legit weight class, and that's one Max Holloway. I think he's starting to get up there in the age a little bit. I think 155 is a good weight class for him. I know he's had a hard time. He's lost to Connor and he's lost to Dustin, but those are the who's of the lightweight division, especially at the time that he was fighting. And he was a young cat at the time, just, cutting his teeth, trying to figure out where he belonged. And he made a big name in the featherweight division. But now that he's aged, he's got the name. He's the boxing king of the entire UFC. I think that this is a great division for him, and I think he's getting a great opponent. This is, again, he's fighting the who's of the lightweight division. He fought Connor, he fought Dustin, and now he's fighting Gaethje. That's unbelievable to have to fight those three guys of all people in that division. I think this is going to be a badass fight. I think there's going to be fireworks, and I hate to tell you this. I'm doing a tap out first. I'm calling a draw.
That is disgustingly gross. But before we keep going, we have our resident asshole to bring onto the show.
Coming.
My man, he labeled himself as the Truth Teller 9000, as if his takes couldn't get cornier. Here we go, my man, Lewis.
Why can my takes not get any cornier, Will?
Because that's tough. Truth Teller 9000.
I feel like it's a very low bar.
What's going on, you wanker? How you been?
I'm doing good. What's the fight, everyone?
This is the Gaethje Holloway joint.
I have a question. If Gaethje loses, because since this is a BMF fight, does he lose his ranking?
Ooh,
he doesn't, does he? This is like a no risk fight for him, other than maybe bonus.
No. This is an absolute. This still goes towards your ranking. Any fight that you do in the UFC goes towards your ranking. If he loses this, he could definitely fall to 3.
I don't think so, because whenever him and Poirier fought, Poirier got knocked out, but he's kept his ranking anyways. I thought they're doing this kind of to like protect his standing, so that way he doesn't drop.
No, see, look, that's so hard to tell because Dustin has fought since then, so it's not like I'm going to be able to really.
Yeah, but
tell
he didn't drop. He stayed with his ranking was.
He didn't drop.
Did he stay? He didn't stay at 1 though.
Well, he was never 1, was he?
No, I don't think so. No.
Didn't he drop the 5, and then that fight put him above Arman, right? Because Michael Chandler was 5, and now Michael Chandler's 6. He's going to fall
they're
out
done with Chandler. They're completely done with him.
No, he's literally waiting to fight McGregor, and he's going to end up falling out of the rankings because he's just not fighting.
But that's the only payday he's going to get.
I don't think he's not bothered by it.
We're not talking about one of the most badass fighters in the UFC right now, Michael Chandler. We're not going to get there. We'll wait till he has a fight to give his name some recognition.
Says it all. Lewis' face says it all. I don't even say anything.
He's barely 500, right?
In the UFC, yeah, I think so.
Oh, the UFC, but his record still shows he's a badass. So anyway, not the point. No, I don't know, Lewis. It's hard to tell.
Bo Nickel versus Chandler.
I wish I would have known different weight classes. I really wish I would have known what Poirier's rank was when they went against each other. Because weren't they 1?
No, Oliveira hasn't lost his number 1.
Jake, stop. What am I stopping?
Whatever nonsense you were on that I agree with.
What is up, Dale? I know that's BS and Beer Media going on right there.
Yeah, Dale up in here. That's what's up. Appreciate you.
Thanks for showing up. I'm sorry. I love
the best thing about this fight, though, is the shorts.
The shorts are crazy.
I love that. The shorts that they've done for a few of the fighters is phenomenal. The Holloway shorts are incredible.
Chandler, Dick Riding.
That's fucking
Dale only showed up here to make sure that I fucking get off of this and make it to the
Avatar thing.
To the Avatar podcast. It's supposed to start in 5 minutes.
Hey, look, we were a little.
Dale, you may have to push that back, or I guess you guys may have to start without me, but that's gonna be weird.
All right. No, I don't know. You know what? I want to debate that because I want to be able to find where Poirier's rank, where Gaethje and Poirier were ranked before that fight, and then after the fight to see what he was ranked when he went against what's his name? Saint Denis, or whatever. I forgot his goddamn name. After he beat him, because I know he moved up a ranking after beating him, because they were talking about giving Poirier a fight after beating him. It's like, why would him, because I think he was ranked number 3, why would he get that fight? Why would he get the title fight over Gaethje or Oliveira after beating the 11th ranked guy? That makes no sense.
That's how it's supposed to work under Dana.
Too much love for Dustin, and I love the Diamond, but that's not the point. Yeah, I went with a draw. So what do you guys got?
Gaethje. Second round knockout.
Man, it breaks my heart too, man. I'm a huge Holloway fan, but I think he might be too much for Holloway. Because I think Gaethje's power is on the same level as like Volkanovski.
What do you got, Will? Is Will still alive?
I say Ilya Poirier more so than Volkanovski. Gaethje's strong as hell.
Yeah. Now he may not put out like in terms of volume, maybe not the same, but
What we doing?
Will,
Who are you picking?
I like that. Will, I like that comment.
What?
Dale went chop chop.
Yeah, he's rushing me.
Who you got, Will?
Fucking Jesus. This is a tough one. I mean, it really should just be Gaethje, but I feel like Holloway might just. Holloway's coming towards the end, and he's gonna start fighting like it. I feel like. So I'm gonna take Holloway in this. It's an upset pick though, because I know Gaethje should be the winner of this fight.
What's the odds? Can you scroll down a little bit?
I can do no such thing.
Darn it.
Here we go. Is there odds here? Oh, the odds are, yeah. So 170 favorite. That's not. Those aren't big odds in either direction. Also,
I'm gonna change my
reach. You going Holloway?
Yeah, I'm going Holloway.
Let's go! The flying Hawaiian.
It kind of hurt. It kind of hurted me saying Gaethje, and it didn't sit well in my stomach. So I'm gonna go Holloway.
He was like, I can't in good conscience let Will be the only one picking Holloway here. He was like, nah.
You know what I
think most of your guys' picks have been 1-1.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I forgot to ask you to look at, Will, because I'm interested to see if he broke his own record from a while ago.
What's that?
Hold on. So, Bo Nickel last fought Valentine Woodburn, and I believe he was a plus 1,800 going into that fight. What's Bo Nickel favorited in this fight? I'm actually really interested.
Minus 2,500 last time I saw, but
up.
Just past it.
Yeah.
Keep going.
So the main card.
There he is.
2,100. Wow.
Jesus Christ.
I'm betting on Cody just to see if I can make any money off of that.
That's a good little steal, right?
Bro, that's a good way to turn $5 into 100.
Try to turn $1 into 15 cents.
All right, we are officially at the co-main event.
Don't forget to change my pick.
I already did. It's changed. Trust me, I didn't have any white out. I had to scratch it out.
All right, cool.
All right, we have for the strawweight championship, we have China versus China. This is interesting. We have Zhang Wei Li versus Yan Xiaonan. Mike and I have been calling for this fight. It should have been on the China card, but we'll take it now.
It was such a miss to not be on the China card. It was weird.
It was a little what we call it. It's a little wrong. A little more
well,
wrong.
I feel like they just didn't want to put their two darlings. Like you put everybody at odds because that's their two darlings, and you do it at their home. It's crazy.
Well, who are people picking if Chris Weidman and Cody Covington fight? Come on now.
That these two are both exponentially better in their division than those two are. So it's a little
fair enough.
What are the odds for this?
I got you. Hold on, let me check.
Hurry up.
Oh, no odds.
Oh, wow.
So this must be one that they're gonna wait until right before the fight to do because that's how crazy this fight is.
Oh, that's a C-type charger. I forgot.
Oh, USB-C. He's a bum. So yeah, I want to hear what you guys think about this fight.
Asian on Asian violence. Me
I
like
know,
it.
man. Yeah, me like it.
Me like it.
You guys know how I feel about women. So
he's gonna record it. He's gonna record this one.
Oh man. I'm still gonna go. I'm going with my girl Wei Li, man. She's just more well-rounded.
Am I still here?
Yeah, you're here. Wei Li is Godzilla. She's gonna fuck shit up.
Yeah.
Hello. Oh, I'm not hearing anything.
Wei
What's the problem?
Wei Li TKO.
What round, Will? I gotta call it.
Third. No, second.
I'll match it.
Let's go. Match it how?
Tuke's in the comment. Man, I better see a tap out every week.
Shut up, Tuke. No, yeah. I mean, that's the goal, I guess. But this is fun, though.
I say Wei Li by decision. This fight's going to go distance.
Really? I like it.
I'm not very, I don't know who the other fighter really is. I don't think I've seen her fight. So I've seen Wei Li fight way more times, so I'm just going with her just because of that.
All right, Jake.
Jake's.
Oh, and he's bound.
Jake's doing Jake things.
The feds got him.
Wow, he's really doing Jake things. I mean, he's whole. Yeah, he's.
I will not your time to shine.
My time to shine about what I already picked. Wang Li Ji or whatever. Wang Ji Li. I'm just fucking with you.
Go scroll.
I'm not scrolling. I can't leave. I can't leave till he gets back to pick his pick. All right, fuck it. We'll go to the next one, and then we'll go back and let him pick that one. The next one is the fight of the night. The actual main event. Alex Pereira versus Jamal Hill. And we're going to wait on that because...
Can I just say, like, this isn't about the actual results or whatever, us picking. Yeah. That build-up for that fight has been one of the weirdest build-ups I've seen.
Yeah.
Hill has been promoting it. Like, he says, oh, I'm gonna kill him in the ring. I'm going to do this and that. And I was like, just chill, bro.
Yeah, Pereira doesn't talk a lot of shit.
Yeah, Pereira's just like...
He just fucks shit up, really. Like, that's all he really does.
It's so one-sided.
Yo, Jake, what's your pick?
I'm actually angry that just happened when it did, but I'm not going to get mad at who did that. Before I give my pick, what did you guys pick?
I said Weili.
I think everyone picked Weili.
Yeah, we all Weili in.
If you guys are all Weili in, I'm going to Zhao in.
Sounds like you.
It is. It really is. I like Zhang Weili. I think she's a badass. I think she's completely unstoppable. But whenever you see someone that's unstoppable, all you want to do is see him get beat. So I'm going to Zhang on that one.
We'll do it after we get off, but take down Lewis's picks too.
I will. I'll go through. I got some space on the back of this notepad. I'll make it.
Yeah, I mean, we're not gonna scroll through all that. That's
frame
absurd.
By frame.
Yeah, absurd.
Oh shoot! Chris Vick showed up.
What up, Chris? You starting trouble? Hey. You registered this week? Fucking with you. Yeah, it's Zhang Weili. Where we going next?
We got the main event now.
Main event. Do we all feel that this is the fight that we wanted to see, or what?
I'd say at first it wasn't. I think what we were all expecting was to get a Duplessis versus Adesanya fight. And when this was first announced, I will say I was lightly disappointed. But then once you realize once you realize what you're getting from this, you're getting a returning fighter, a returning champion that never lost this title, going against a guy that showed up into the UFC out of nowhere, took out one of the guys that were absolutely dominating the UFC at the time, went up a weight class, won that fight, and then won that championship from a guy that no one thought was going to lose in Yuri. So this storyline is just coming together at a good time. I think people were disappointed at first, but now that the hype of the card has carried this main event to where people are excited for the main event.
So what you're saying is this is a bullshit fight.
It was until it wasn't.
But why?
What do you mean, but why?
Yeah, why is it a bullshit fight?
It's not, though. To me, it's not.
Okay.
It was bullshit until it was not made bullshit. The storyline made it not bullshit. The card made it not bullshit. It's a great build-up to a great fight.
It's not a bullshit fight. I just don't think it's a headline fight. On a card like this.
A headline of 300.
Yeah, 300 yeah. If this was any other pay-per-view, fine, awesome. But in my opinion, I feel like this whole main card should have been title fight.
This should have been Conor and Khabib. No, I'm kidding.
Was it 100 or was it 200 that had 4 title fights in the main card? It was one of the two.
100.
100, yeah.
So the real answer to that question is that it wasn't 300, and that's the problem.
And the crazy thing about it is that the top 4 fights on that card, they weren't all the title fights. One of the women's titles were the very first match on the fight card. And then there was a match, and then it was 4 title fights. I think, yeah, because Lesnar highlighted that card with Carwin. Mm-hmm. And then, you know what? I actually want to look at that just for shits and giggles.
So crazy when you could say Brock Lesnar, and that's like legitimate. He was doing a thing.
He was doing good, too, kind of.
I feel like that Brock Lesnar era was like the only good like heavyweight era, in my opinion.
I wonder what Brock and what's the other Lewis, help me here, the crazy guy from the football player who was insane, threw a bitch on top of a bunch of guns, then became an MMA guy.
Dan Hardy?
Dan Hardy. Yeah. So, I wonder if both of those guys, just because of the physical specimens that they were, if they trained their whole lives, like how they would have been in MMA. Because they actually did. They didn't do great, but considering they had never trained before attempting this.
Isn't
Really?
Hardy out as well? Like he's been cut.
Yeah, I think he, upon losing a bunch, he also got some injuries, I think, and then that was it.
On top of being a bum.
Yeah. On top of being a bum, he was hurt. But like he did, of course, it was tomato cans, but he got some wins, which is like, I don't know, he got wins against guys who are at least were training
Tomato
longer than he's
cans.
been. Like,
Yeah, like Bo Nickel.
yeah. Like Bo Nickel.
I think we should definitely get this to a amen. We should definitely get this to a pick.
Got to bring the thunder, bro.
Here comes the boom. All right, I'm going to go Jamal Hill because I'm a huge Jamal Hill fan.
Yeah, it's Pereira for me.
I can't bet against Pereira.
Yeah,
Double champ, Hall of Famer in like 6 fights. Come on.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. His run is great, even with a loss. Like I love it.
All right, prayer for me too.
What? What'd you say?
Pereira.
Pereira.
Alex Tejera.
I was telling him earlier, Jake. I feel like the buildup for this fight has been so weird. Like he'll on his podcast, on his streams, wherever, he's just like, "I'm gonna kill this guy." It's just been so aggressive towards him for no reason.
I feel like Dana probably told him to double down because Alex is one of those fighters who isn't a great promoter at all, but a great fighter. So like you got to kind of have him involved, but he's not going to help you sell the fight because he's so quiet.
No,
So-
he refuses to talk shit. He's all business.
So Dana goes and nudges Jamal and goes like, "Yo, you're gonna have to fucking."
We can't speak the language. I feel like that's one of the reasons why.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't even think if he could, that he would. Like he's
Man just keeps
such a
saying Chama over and over again.
He's just a laid back dude. The dude fucking.
The only thing he was saying was, let's go.
The dude knocks out Izzy and then fucking kind of like trained with him a little. Not trained with him, but like they have like a bunch of conversations about what they both did wrong and did right. And I'm just like, yo, you're gonna fight this guy again.
You're thinking about Strickland.
No, this happened with Izzy and Alex.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, and also like then
I swear to God, it was Strickland you were talking about. Because
it might have happened with Strickland, but I'm saying because Pereira's like that.
Yeah, because Strickland lost to Pereira. Strickland got a title fight to go against Izzy, and the only guy that could beat Izzy was Pereira, so he went and trained with Pereira so he could beat Izzy.
That's an equally cool, I guess, different story than what I'm talking about.
Mr. Miyagi-esque.
But yeah, he's very humble and
Same.
Yeah,
Get out of town. There ain't no way. I don't believe that. No, I knew it wasn't right. They just put it at a title. They put it at a.
Have you guys seen that?
Say what?
What are the odds?
What's what?
Let me find it. Yeah, they're small odds.
All right, so
what's that? $10 to make $1?
Yeah. So we're gonna do one little last segment here, and I'm gonna let you three pick what you guys want to do. We can pick 3 fights that we're looking forward to on this card, small reasons why, or I can go over UFC 100's main card, UFC 200's main card, and we can do a real quick retrospective of this card and say which card we like the most.
Let's do the retrospective.
Do what?
I would like to do the retrospective.
Yeah, I'm actually with the retro as well.
So, Chet, take a look at the old cards and then see which one we like out of the 3.
Yeah, I'll pull them up.
Sounds good. Oh, you're gonna pull them by? I had them on Wikipedia. I was gonna name them off, but if you want to, do that, that's fine too.
If they have the same layout that we have for the 300 like that, then I'd rather just do that.
Probably search for it on their website.
I already know Mike really likes 100 because GSP's on it.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that Michael Bisping was on 100, but he got his ass knocked the fuck out, I like, but I don't.
Purchase tickets.
Hey, you can still buy tickets for it? Let's go.
That's fucking outrageous.
You know that's absolutely fucking hilarious, right?
Yeah, that they should fix their website.
What happens if you click on purchase ticket? I'm just genuinely wondering though.
Yeah, let's risk my pocketbook. Let's see what's happening.
It's gonna say nothing available, I bet. Oh no, it's for the future events.
So it just zaps you to this. That makes sense.
Quacks. All right, I can go over the. Oh wow, I was wrong on that too. How did I get that wrong? I swear to God, Brock and Carwin fought at 100. All right. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and give you the main card from the first fight all the way up to the main event of UFC 100. If you guys need me to repeat, I will. All right, here we go. It was Yoshihiro Akiyama versus Alan Belcher in the middleweight division. Ended with decision. Akiyama won. Welterweight, John Fitch defeated Paulo Tiago by decision. One of the grossest knockouts you'll ever see was middleweight Dan Henderson defeating Michael Bisping by KO in the second round, sent him to the Shadow Realm. We got welterweight George St. Pierre defeating Thiago Alves by decision. And then we also have heavyweight Brock Lesnar defeating interim heavyweight champion Frank Mir by TKO punches by hitting him with lunch boxes that literally went this far.
Well then.
That was UFC 100. UFC 200. This is going to be.
I got this one.
This has to be everyone's least favorite. It has to be.
It's a pretty bad card.
Wow.
So it's Cain Velasquez and Travis Brown, followed by Jose Aldo, Frankie Edgar. I guess that's a decent fight. Cormier, Anderson Silva. That's a pretty
washed
fight.
Anderson Silva.
Yeah, that's fair.
And Anderson Silva took that fight like 2 weeks out of the.
Because John Jones had to get pulled.
Yeah,
That's right.
And then Brock Lesnar, Mark Hunt. Who do you without looking? Who do you think this main is?
I already know who it is. I ain't answering it.
Judging by these legs.
Amanda Nunes.
Yeah, and Misha Tate.
I was about to say before you started scrolling, I like the legs on the left better.
Rough.
And UFC 300, just hitting the card one more time so everybody knows. Unless, Will, you want to pull it up or you want me to get it real quick?
I got it.
All right. And the UFC 300 main card. If anyone's still in the comments, you're allowed to say what you like the most. Who forgot to change the background? Do we have a bad background? I like the background.
Oh, it did switch though. He's right about that. Whoever said that. Oh,
Dale did.
Of course, Dale did.
Poeton.
I had the right background, and then when I switched over to find other stuff, I blew the background. So, but I got other things to do. So, Dale, stop distracting me.
He's trying to get to you, bro. Relax.
Yeah. Trying to watch that Dale guy.
He's still waiting for you to begin your show.
Dizzy Dale.
I know he is. 9 o'clock.
The main card. Okay, let's see. What's your name again? Lewis.
What's your name again? That's good.
My bad. I need to make sure I had his picks. All right, so first fight of the night for the main card. Bo Nickel versus Cody Brundage, my bad. Already a terrible start. Could have been anybody else on the lower card to make this main card look absolutely phenomenal compared to the rest. This is the only dud on the card, or on the main card.
Moving up.
Next fight, you got Charles Oliveira versus Arman Sarukian. If anyone looks back and sees exactly where we are with this fight, knowing Arman's an up-and-comer and Charles is trying to get back to the fight, makes sense. Good fight. Number 3, Justin Gaethje versus Max Holloway. BMF title didn't exist back then. It does now. 2 legends of the division, 2 future Hall of Famers. Great fight. You got China versus China, an absolute game ready always with Zhang Wei Li with vicious elbows, strikes from anywhere versus Yan Xiaonan. Fight we should have got a long time ago, but we're getting now. Can't be mad at it.
Also, champ versus number 1 contender. So that's a fight that needs to happen.
And the fight that the fight nobody wanted that we got instead of Izzy versus Dracus du Plessis, I think it's a decent substitution. I do agree with Mike to a point about there could have been something else, but I don't think anybody was ready. Islam wasn't ready. Obviously, Jones and Stipe are holding up the heavyweight division. Middleweight, we already know why that couldn't happen. Welterweight, Leon and Bilal. I think this fight's way better than Leon and Bilal. Volk's still healing. Islam's hurt. Sean just fought at 299, and we aren't gonna have UFC 300's main event be a flyweight fight. So this is all you got. This is what you get. I don't think they had anything else they could do, which is why the BMF title is even on this card. Same kind of deal with John Jones being pulled because of his cocaine issue. he wasn't going to be able to show up and fight. That's why Anderson had to step in and do his thing. So you kind of get with what you get the hand that's dealt to you. And I think that this was a decent replacement for it. And also, it's really all they had. So I'm not mad at it. I'll take the fight. But what they could have done, I do 100% agree. If you wanted to have 13 fights on this card, you could have moved Bo Nickel and Cody Brundage down and put Alexander Pantoja on this fight or on the main event card to have another title fight there. Like we're saying, we want title fights on this main card. I would have been fine seeing Pantoja fight on this card. He just fought at 298 or 297, I think, anyway. He could have been ready.
All right, people pick.
I'm going UFC 100 by a landslide.
Yeah, 100.
200 sucked the most. This is number 2.
I'm gonna be the oddball. I'm gonna take 300.
I dig.
I don't know. I don't know. It was just with the whole like mystery leading up to it. It was like, 300. We're gonna announce the fights. And it's like, I don't know. It's just how the way they hyped it up.
You're trying to build drama, Mike.
Man, the shit sells itself. When you got a good card, I look at a pay-per-view match like a Hollywood blockbuster, man. Casting matters, you know.
Fair.
Sometimes you just get the B actors for movies. Other people are too busy making the Marvel films.
Speaking of B actors, Lewis, what's your pick? What?
I've been muted. I said 300. Easy. Clear.
I'm like, what is
That was fantastic.
From top to bottom, this card is way better than any other 2 other cards.
Really? Hey, I see a dog in the background. Hi, dog.
Yeah, there's 3 of them. They're
There's
the
3
ones that are
doggos.
hiding.
They're all awesome.
Hell yeah.
Harry, Luna.
I think the only thing about this event that would have made it just overall way better than the other ones, replace the Sterling fight or the Jury fight or even the Figueiredo fight with the Bo Nickel fight, clears very easily.
And I 100% agree with that. Bo Nickel.
Yeah.
Bo Nickel, and it's not even Bo Nickel. It's Brundage. It doesn't belong.
It's not Bo Nickel's
Even
fault.
Nickel doesn't know.
It's not. But the problem is though, if you guys want us to be hyped about Bo Nickel, give Bo Nickel someone that we know, not someone you're pulling all out of LFA. It's ridiculous.
I mean, it worked for O'Malley.
It did work for O'Malley.
He went through the Contender Series. It's completely different.
It's not
worked
different.
for
The Contender Series is even lesser talent than who fucking Bo's fighting. It's even lesser. And that's my guy. And you know that's my guy. But
yeah,
it's even lesser.
But then he started.
And then they literally gave him a Walmart employee with that guy with the faux hawk, and he punched that guy in the face 3,000 times. And fucking he won. And honestly, the real victory was that guy didn't die or have CTE.
Moutinho.
Yeah, Moutinho. Like,
but
that guy's a legend for that.
But then he beat Peter Yan.
Allegedly.
Yeah. No, he got
allegedly. Me and Mike saw that fight. We were shocked he won.
Time out. You're one of the ones who didn't think he beat Peter Yan, and then
No, I still believe that. I still can't believe he won that. I was shocked.
So, all right. So, like, I mean, O'Malley got that. Like, look, if you're marketable, they're gonna give you this type of treatment, and I think everyone needs to just understand that and get the fuck over it.
I just think this is the wrong card to do that on.
No. I fucking agree totally. You don't do shit like that on the 300 card. I agree.
I would rather they do it how they did Pimblett in that last fight versus Ferguson. Give him a washed name.
Fair.
Instead of this 10-5 fighter who has lost his last couple of fights. He's awful.
Yeah, what can you do?
Yeah, literally
a lot. You could do a lot.
I just literally thought about it. You know who would have been perfect to fight him? GM3. GM3 would have been a perfect opponent for him. Both middleweights. GM3 is washed. He's a wrestler. You would have seen wrestler versus wrestler to where he would potentially get knocked out. Don't get me wrong. I like Gerald Meerschaert a lot, but he would have been a great washed middleweight for him to go after.
Want to give him a washed middleweight? Give him Masvidal.
Wow. Or you could. Well, he's a welterweight though.
I don't care.
And then
make him move up.
And then
make him a middle.
Brian Barberena too. That would have been fun just because he's a barbarian. I would have taken either of those 2 fights over this. The fuck's a Brundage? Anyway, thank you everyone for showing up to the show. Will, if you want to blow us up on the big screen so we can tell everybody goodbye.
I'm not doing anything. You can't make me do stuff.
I am asking you politely. Thank you. Thanks to Will for making sure we got this all together and making the stream for us. Mike, thank you for showing up, giving your insights and picks. Normally we give you a nice fully thought out show and everything, but we just wanted to pop this show out because it's 300 and we want you guys to know and see it. And Will's also got another podcast so you guys can tune in for in about 10 minutes.
Man, between the beer and the thought up show, none of these people would know this if you didn't tell them these things.
What did I do?
That's the beauty of behind the scenes. They
You'll
don't
see.
have to know.
All I said
You
is
did
you'll
a great show, folks. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate all of you.
Allegedly.
You were hating for no reason today.
It's not hate. I just,
You've been down my throat for 30 minutes.
you're giving
Well
them
done.
all the trade secrets. Hey, yo, no Diddy. And that's how we're gonna take this show out. Hey, Jake said all the good stuff and he meant it. Like, share, subscribe. We appreciate you. We're trying to do more shows. Scheduling's tight, but we'll figure it out. But we appreciate you coming through. Yeah, pause. He got you too. Dale on your back. But yeah, folks, from the entire STW family. Who else we got here? Oh yeah, let me name names because that's how we like to do it. Lewis, you were just a member, and now you're
Hold the fuck up. What do you mean keep the production backstage and whatever? You and Dale were talking about the show here. Shut up.
Yeah. Jerk.
you talk about.
Coming down my throat when you guys are already talking about it in the chat.
Talk about the background change. He just was telling me to use.
No, he said he couldn't find Coach, and you were already talking about the Airbender podcast when he showed up.
It's not backstage. It's a pre. All right. Anyway, y'all doing great, folks. We appreciate you. He said again. He's on your back. But yo, great show. Appreciate you. Like, share, subscribe, holler at us. We'll be back hopefully next week. If not, then definitely the week after. And
Eventually.
stay safe. We don't gotta send me. So, oh no, we'll be doing it. Come a week.